everyone, welcome to Southern Wreaths. Make sure you watch my video till the end for a sneak peek at my next video, and please subscribe. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you how to make this tomato cage deco mesh tree. This could be either Halloween or Christmas. I apologize right now for the quality of this video. I did not have a very good setup for my camera, but I'm going to start by cutting my mesh at 15 inches. And now I'm just taking my tomato cage and I'm going to add a zip tie to the top and then just squeeze it, and that just adds the three together. And this is just a regular, tomato cage that you can buy at Home Depot or Lowe's. And the cool thing about the Nightmare Before Christmas theme is you can use that for Christmas or Halloween. And I'm going to start by taking the, some pipe cleaners and adding them in between just to fill in some gaps that I have. So when I put the mesh on, I have, even coverage. I'm just going to attach, to the top and then the bottom. And I'll go through and do this in between each section for the bottom and the middle. I do end up doing it at the end, but I do that slightly different. And I'll show you when I get to that. I've never done one of these before, but for this particular one, I am doing it with the ruffle method. I do have some really pretty mesh that I think I might want to try to do like a poof, more like a poof method. And I'll do that again when I start doing my Christmas stuff. Okay, now I'm going to kind of do this like I do a pencil wreath, where I'm going to go through and add some pipe cleaners in certain sections. Because this ends up with so many holes in it, after I add the mesh into the pipe cleaners, I do have to create little bundles to add in between. This is what it looks like when it's, ready to have mesh added to it. I haven't decided what to do to the top yet, so it's blank right now. I'm just going to focus on the bottom. Now, I discovered you could do this two ways. You can do, bundle the white into a ruffle and then bundle the black into a ruffle. And then you'll just add that to the wreath. To the tree or the tomato cage. And I am twisting once because I have some ribbon and stuff like that I want to add to it. And I did want to start on the bottom so I could get a nice base. I am alternating black and white, but in the end it doesn't really matter because I go through with bundles. Alright, that's what it looks like once I finish the bottom. Now I'm going to do the rest of them. Now, a little trick that I figured out is I just stack them together and then bundle them, and then I separate the ruffles. This saved me a little bit of time instead of having to do two separate ruffles. Alright, this is what it looks like when I have all of the pipe cleaners filled up. There are tons of holes, and that's completely fine. And now I'm just taking some pipe cleaners and making individual bundles that I will go through and add to just the wires and stuff. I'll show you as I do it where I'm adding them. I thought I was going to end up using 2 rolls of each kind, but I only ended up using 1 roll of each kind, which was really nice. So now I'm just adding a bundle to each bar going down, and that includes the pipe cleaners that I added. I'm just considering those bars. And I'll go through and do that, all with the bottom. And this is what it looks like when I create the bundle, and then I fluff it apart. I'm sorry it's blurry. I don't have a good setup to do any kind of video like this because I have so much stuff in my craft room that there would be tons of color in the background and it would be distracting. Alright, so that fills in a lot of the holes, and then when you go through with the ribbon at the end, it makes a difference. So right there at the top, you can see that I added a pipe cleaner. And what I did was I wrapped it around, and then pulled it to the other side, and then wrapped it around, and just made that all the way around. I ended up using 2 pipe cleaners right there. And that's just to give me somewhere else to add mesh. I don't think there's really no rules to this. You just kind of put mesh, any way that you can into the sections where it's missing. So for the top, I decided to make kind of like a spray, I don't know what it would be called, maybe a bouquet of ribbons. I'm not sure what you would call it, but it's just a cluster of ribbons going all the way around where they stick up and out. I thought it looked really cute. I know it's hard to see the top. There's my helper. That's what it looks like when it's done. That's why I said it's kind of like a bouquet of ribbon. And then I decided to do ribbon kind of like a garland. So I just found a good starting point and attached it. And then I just kind of make a poof or sash it. You don't want to do it too tight because it'll crinkle the ribbon, but you don't want it too loose to where it's hanging off. And I'm still only twisting once because I wasn't sure how I was going with the ribbon. Because I had several different black and white ribbons that I had saved up. I do this twice, so I have 2 different sections of what I'm going to call ribbon garland. I really liked this diamond pattern. I thought it had a really nice Halloween feel. I had several different ribbons, but I only used a few of them. I didn't want to go too crazy with too many patterns, but the cool thing about a Christmas tree like this is you can put as much or as little as you want. You could add lights to the actual tomato cage before you add anything else. So once you're done, you can plug it up and it can be lit. You can do any kind of color scheme you like. You can add as much or as little as you like. I think it would be really cool to do like a Candyland theme or like a sugar plum Christmas tree for maybe a little girl's room. So now I'm adding the ribbons that I wanted to add to it. I'm using a 2.5 inch ghost ribbon. It's black with little white ghosts, and then a white and black skull ribbon. And I'm kind of mix and matching because I also had this, it's kind of like a chevron, but it's more like a V. But I just went through and added ribbon to pretty much every pipe cleaner section. And then this is the topper I found. I got this and the ornaments from Craft Outlet. But when I saw this, I knew I wanted it to be at the top of the tree. So I'm just trying to find a way to stick it down through the center. And then I'm just going to secure it with some zip ties. I did have to go back through when I was done and kind of arrange all of the little sprigs coming out. But they are really shiny and have lots of glitter in just the topper, which I thought was really nice. Alright, this is Jack's head. And it's actually an ornament, but I didn't want to hang it from the top. I wanted to hang it from the back, so I just used my scissors to poke a hole through, and then I'm just going to feed a pipe cleaner through that, and that's what I'm going to use to attach it. It was kind of in the center of the ornament, so I didn't need to add anything else. And I'm just feeding it through to the back and wrapping it around the wires. Right, I got this other big ornament from Craft Outlet. I thought it was so cute. And then I'm just going to add a lot of small ornaments. Some of them I have from this pick here that I just pull off and keep the stems, and I add those. And then I actually go find some that I had in Christmas and add those later. But that's it. That's how I made my ruffle Christmas tree tomato cage tree. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like my video or learned anything, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.